Okay, here we are. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own clamshell necklace. There are many, many different ways, but today I'm going to show you how I do my traditional clamshell necklaces. There are a lot of relatives, Eastern Pomo, that are excellent clamshell makers, Southern Pomos and Northern Pomos. But today I'm going to show you how I'm doing. So what we do is we use what's called the Pismo clams. When you think of Pismo, think of Pomo. That's our currency. And just a clarification that the clamshell necklace used to be our currency. Clamshells was our currency. We had our own way of money. That was our way of trading, bartering. We had control of the currency on the coast because we had the Pismo clams, the best clams. So the Pismo clams are very, very challenging to work with. They will crack when you're drilling them, and I'll show you how thick they are. If you can see, that's a pretty thick shell, and a lot of people have trouble drilling through them and then they end up cracking. I will not promote any corporate organization or brand, but I have a titanium bit that I use. They go through pretty quick. They go through maybe every 8 to 10 shells, then they're no good. It's very expensive. So again, these take a lot of work to do. So you can see the thickness of it. So in the old way, how they would do, I can't tell all that on YouTube. So how we're doing today is I usually grab a stencil. Again, stencil's the easiest way. You grab your shell, and then you want to get I usually use this one right here. As you can see, it's pretty worn. And I'll set it on there, and I'll grab my Sharpie, and I'll draw a area for me to be able to cut. And then it end up coming out like this. And I'll cut the shells. And one thing I want to know, I'm going to let everyone in on a little secret too, that I usually drill the holes when the shell is whole. Because once the shell is separated like this, it's going to crack. It will crack. Maybe 5 out of 10 times it'll crack. I would tell them, I would submit that every time I try to drill, they crack. I get maybe 2 out of 5. And then he told me, his way of doing it, so I won't share it. So I have the shell like this, and then I drill the holes, and then here we go. We're going to start cutting. But for those that want to learn the traditional way, go ahead and hit me up. I'll be glad and able to teach you. So I'll just let you in on a little thing. So you see your finger, the roundness of it. So you can imagine that on your shell. And that's how you start your shell. Then you turn it around, and then you have your other remaining part. We're going to go ahead and get started. So. And then when you're finished creating your shell, you'll have your clam shell like this. These are your shells, your blank, and then you could create whatever you want out of them. You could make necklaces, you could make a whole strand of money beads, or you could also make the spaces in between the abalone shell. Yeah, so what the beautiful thing about it is we evolve, we use whatever we can to keep our traditions alive. If it's a hole saw, if it's a drill press, no matter, as long as we're keeping our traditions alive. And the most important part is keeping the clam shells, the abalone. And here's just a little take on how I create my stuff. So with that being said, I want to tell everyone to like and subscribe, leave a comment in the section. I do custom jewelry, custom cuts, if you want to call it, whatever pieces you like I can cut for you. They're usually, to keep our traditions alive, cultural preservation, to make sure that dancers, family members, and whoever supportive of the Native community is able to have something for themselves on this journey in life. With that being said, be safe. Everyone, tell those that you love them.